Hello, hello, hello. We are back. Happy New Year. Catherine, how are you?
I'm
Welcome.
good.
Hold on. Welcome. I just was in a hurry.
Oh.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome,
Mm.
listeners, to the A-Listers podcast. My name is Jocelyn Rochelle, your co host, along with my wonderful co host, Miss
Catherine Rowe.
Catherine. How are you? What has been an Oscar of your week and what has been a Razzie of your week?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing good in the new year. Enjoying 2026 so far. What's my Oscar and my Razzie? Honestly, the year started out really good. My Oscar was probably just that I was able to spend time with my family last week. I went home to Kentucky, and it was it was kind of a climate shock because I was in Massachusetts at first, and it was like snowy on Christmas Day, and then I went home to
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky, and it was like humid and kind of hot there. So that was fun, but no, it was really
You
good.
went
It was
home
fun
where?
to Kentucky.
Oof.
Nope.
I'm joking.
You currently live where?
Georgia is not Kentucky. Don't do that.
I
Just
know.
give you, I'm just giving you a hard time.
Hmm.
What part of Kentucky? Like Lexington, Louisville?
Owensboro, Kentucky.
Uh, I'm messing with
Actually, my parents live in Beaver Dam, Kentucky.
you.
Which is
Dam.
Beaver Dam, which is Western Kentucky, which
Okay.
is yeah, Western Kentucky. So
I actually really like Kentucky.
I do too.
I'm just
Thank you.
giving you, I'm just giving
I
you a
actually
hard
really
time.
like Georgia. So
Yeah, I'm just giving you a hard time. Just in case you say I'm country or southern. I just, want to call out.
hmm I was gonna say it. So it's like I saw a TikTok the other day where you were on the farm. So and you also got your cowboy hat like cleaned or refitted. So
Reshaped. Okay.
reshaped. Hmm.
Yes.
But back to the program. Yeah, so my Oscar was hanging out with my family. My Razzie was that I flew into New Jersey this time. I flew into Newark. Yeah. It was a little bit of a journey. I had a very hard time figuring out what bus I had to take back.
I was going to
And
ask.
yeah, it's easy once you know it. Like once I figured out what I needed to buy and what ticket and where to find and board the bus, like everything made sense. So I think I could do it again. But night up, I was very confused. So have you ever flown into Newark?
I have, and I have attempted to take like the train back,
Mm-hmm.
um, and I don't think I did it right. Basically, like I feel like you can take the bus
Mm-hmm.
to the train stop, but like I took the city bus. Like we did like a city route, and I'm pretty sure we didn't have to go this far. So
Yeah, I don't know. I bought a bus ticket and was like, I hope this is the right bus. And I got on there and they accepted it. So it wasn't a city bus. It was like it was called like Coach USA. I don't know. It was like $25, so it was a little bit pricier. But I
did they just
saved
take
like
you? Oh,
they take
go
you to
ahead.
Penn Station. So or they take you to Port Authority. So I was pretty close to my apartment.
Oh yeah, it wasn't that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
No, they pick you
good
up
for
like
you.
directly at the terminal and they take you to Port Authority. So
Mm.
it was pretty easy. But yeah, so that was my Oscar. That was my Razzie. My Rotten Tomatoes score for the week, probably like a 90. Just settling into the week, getting into the new year.
Okay.
But it's a good time. Yeah, it's never above a 90 if it's a week where I don't see you though, and I haven't seen you in like 2 weeks. So,
Nice,
but
nice.
how are you doing? What's your Oscar? What's your Razzie?
I am just splendid. What is my Oscar of the week? My Oscar of the week is, I would say, my birthday was the other day. I had
Mm-hmm.
a very nice birthday. I just like dilly dally during the day, and then um, I went to dinner, a nice steakhouse dinner with my family, and it was really nice.
Ooh.
And because I'm a little extra, I did like a dress code where it was
Mm-hmm.
like elegant eclipse, and everyone were to wear black, like all black. I made a mood board for everyone because people are like elegant eclipse, like is this like ball
Mm-hmm.
gowns? And I'm like, no, like it's not
Mm-hmm.
ball gowns. But everybody looked really nice. And yeah, and it was a nice birthday. And I got a lot of like texts and calls, which was really nice. So I felt very, very loved. So yes.
That's awesome.
What is my Razzie of the week? My Razzie of the week is, I would say this morning I had to open up my work laptop after being off for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It was tough, but we did it. We did it. So
Yeah. Some serious Sunday scaries this week when you haven't worked for 2 weeks.
yeah. Wait, were you off for a couple of weeks as well?
Yeah, I technically started on Friday and yesterday, but I worked remotely, and I am new, so I was like, do I remember how to do my job? No,
Yeah.
but it was nice to like ease into it. I think if I'd had to like go into the office, I would have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
So, but
I also worked from home, so it was a lot better. But
Mhm.
I was like, My mom was like, "Oh, did you do this and this?" And I was like, "Oh no," because I had to work. But anyway, so with that being said, my Rotten Tomato score, I would say it's about a 9. We'll do the same as you, about a 90. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty good. Took a good nap yesterday, so yeah, getting this week rocking and rolling.
And you already took down your Christmas decorations, or is there Christmas still going?
Okay, so here's the thing. I love Christmas dearly. Love it, love it, love it. However, when it's the 26th, I'm like, all right, this was fun.
That's so crazy because you start celebrating Christmas so early. So I think it's really funny that you are like a hard like you take it down right afterwards.
Yeah, it was down, like it gets taken down before the new year.
Okay.
But one of my like low key pet peeves of mine is when people celebrate a holiday like after the holiday. Like, like I particularly don't like when people have Halloween parties like in November. Like, cut it off. You have until December 31st. You had all of these weekends.
You had your chance, yeah.
Yes, you have all these weekends in October to have a Halloween party, and then now it's November. Now you want to squeeze it in? No, 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 no. Schedule
I'm like,
in
wait,
October.
can you see any of my Christmas decorations still up? No, okay.
No. But same thing with like St. Patrick's Day. I'm like,
Yeah.
why am I still seeing shamrocks? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, we'll probably take ours down this week. I don't take it down until probably like the first or second week of January. But sometimes that's more of just like laziness of like,
Yeah.
it's just easier. So
Yeah. It's kind of like in my routine of like cleaning and prepping for the new year. So
yeah, that's fair.
But are you watching any good movies, any good shows?
Well, I had 2 weeks off, so that's really all I was doing with my time was watching shows and movies. This past week officially finished Stranger Things. I know that you're not a watcher, but it ended. Yeah, the series finale happened last week. I actually watched it at an AMC. It was 2 hours, and they showed it.
Oh wow,
Yeah, it was really fun. Did I like the ending? But yes, that was really good. But the movie I wanted to talk about was a movie that you had seen and you'd recommended to me called Sorry Baby. And we were talking about this a little bit about it earlier, but it was just really good. It was set in New England, so Jocelyn loved it, of course, and thought that its vibes were great.
like that one building for the school.
Oh yeah.
I really
I know.
that.
Every time they cut to it, and I was like, yeah, she likes this shot. I know she does.
I did indeed.
But I've been taking this weekend to just catch up on some movies from 2025 that I wanted to watch but never did, and that's been my favorite so far. It was just a really good, really funny, really sad movie. Yeah, and I liked it a lot. And I know you said you liked it a lot, so.
I did like it a lot. Yeah, I did. Not just because of the aesthetic. Just putting it out there. But yeah. Did like it a lot. Let's see. I'm trying to.
What about you? Have you been watching anything?
I did start The Chosen yesterday. Yes. Yeah, I'm one episode in on that.
Are you 28 or 45? Because that's a show my parents love as well. So
I was like, 28, 45. I thought you were referring to Bible verses. Don't.
No.
I do. You know how you have like subtitles? I do need like maybe subtitles of what chapter in the Bible we are in. And you know, I'm trying not to be on my phone, but I was like, what part of the Bible is Nicodemus in? Like, where are we?
Oh, yeah, it's research. Sure.
Yeah. So I was watching that. Watched some NFL yesterday, and I'm trying to see what else have I been watching.
The Seahawks are doing really good. So.
They are doing good. Stamps to the Seahawks.
I know. I'm rooting for them.
Yeah, the Falcons won yesterday, but they are out of the playoffs.
Boring.
So,
don't care about them.
But shout out to the Seahawks. Go Seahawks.
Yeah. Honestly, our fantasy ended, and so did my desire to care about.
Yeah, you know,
it's kind of hard.
Me opening, and I think I texted you and Amanda about this, but I'm like, oh, this fantasy team. I'm like, just take me out of it. Take me out of it.
Yeah, and for the listener, Jocelyn ended in
8th.
It wasn't last place. Yeah, 8th out of 10, right?
8th.
Yeah.
You don't have to say how many it was. 8 out of 8 out of.
But I got 3rd place, so I felt pretty good about it.
Whatever. Do you want to reveal your fantasy football team name? Wait.
I think that'll stay within the fantasy team, but it was named after Joe Burrow. So
I thought
because Joe Burrow is my quarterback, and I do love him, even though he did me a little dirty this season.
He did do you dirty.
He did come back though. He got some points there at the end. So
yeah. Mine was Truth Hurts, because my quarterback was Jalen Hurts. So.
And so did your fantasy team hurt. So, you know, that's okay.
Rude.
But I think we did pretty good. I like the top 5 on our team, on our fantasy team, were all women. So I was like, heck yeah, let's go. Yeah. But yeah, and then this is a big week for movies and TV shows because the Critics' Choice Awards were yesterday, 2 days ago, a couple days ago.
Last night, I think. Yep. Yeah. Yesterday.
Depending on when this drops, a few days ago. So, and there was some big winners from that one. Any ones that you were particularly excited about that one?
Best Picture, one batter after another. I like that movie, so was happy to see that they won. I was also happy to see that Jessie Buckley won for Hamnet. She slayed that role. She really did. One part of the movie where she screamed, I burst out into tears. So yeah. Have you seen it yet?
No. That is on my 2025 things I am going to try to watch in January to catch up from last year.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
it was good. It was good. So yeah.
And then
other than that,
Timothée Chalamet won Best Actor. Right. How are you feeling about Timothée Chalamet right now? Because he's
popping off. This is the second time he's been. This is like the second award season because last time it was for what's the movie? Bob Dylan. I didn't watch that. But yeah, I mean, go Timmy. What else has he been in?
Dune. Oh. Recently, he was in Little Women.
He was in Little Women?
Yeah, he's Laurie.
You know that's on something. What is it, on Netflix or something?
It's on my mind constantly. He's in.
Is Florence Pugh also in Little Women?
Yeah, she's Amy.
Okay.
And Saoirse Ronan, Emma Roberts, Laura Dern.
What? I've definitely seen Little Women. Meryl Streep's in Little Women? No, she's not.
Yes, she is. She's Aunt March. She's Aunt March. Which version have you seen? You might have seen an older version.
No, I've seen the plain version.
Okay. Anyways, moving on.
No, I think I'm gonna rewatch it though.
It's a good Christmas time, New Year's movie because a lot of it's New England vibe. You would love it, Jocelyn.
I've seen it. I'm just gonna rewatch it again.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna rewatch it again.
You couldn't name anybody but Florence Pugh who's in it. So
there's four sisters.
Yeah.
and not spoiler alert, but one gets sick.
Okay.
And she's happened to be the middle child, and I was like, of course.
Yeah.
Well, she's like, it's
the
four,
plot
so
of Little Women. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the father, he's like, he went off to war or something, right?
Mm-hmm. The Civil War. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like I've seen it.
Okay.
But I'm gonna rewatch it for you.
You should. That's one of my top Letterboxd 4 movies. So.
I'm aware.
But yeah, no, I haven't seen Marty Supreme yet. Timothy Chalamet, he's like walking a fine line for me right now. He's like very much in the public eye. So, and I think sometimes when I am too aware of celebrities, I start disliking them. You know, like he's in a lot of movies right now, and he's in a lot of press and a lot of interviews. He's doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So you were trying to tell me you didn't go to the Timothy Chalamet lookalike contest in Washington Square Park that one time?
I did like all of the TikToks about it, but I did not go to that. It's not my type of guy. He's very skinny, so
yeah, he is. But
and I don't think I'm his type of girl. Yeah, he's dating Kylie Jenner, so
yeah. But okay. But no, I haven't seen Marty Supreme either. I was kind of like thinking about it. I was like, should I go? Mm-hmm. But then it's 2 hours and 30 minutes. And I was like,
I've heard it's really good, though. I have heard that it's a really good movie.
I have heard it. And Marty Supreme is a real guy, right?
Girl, don't ask me that. Okay.
I think he's a ping pong star, and I was like, at what point did he play Forrest Gump? You know, like, is there a scene where it's Forrest and Marty going at each other?
We'll have to watch. Maybe we'll find the Forrest Gump cameo in it. It's like de-aged Tom Hanks is in it. Mm-hmm. I could see that.
Mm-hmm. So, but we'll see. Any other movie news that you could think about? Are you ready for award season?
I am ready for award season. I feel like I've seen a lot of the stuff, so I'm excited for that. And I'm gonna try to like watch a lot of the stuff that I missed this next month. But no, I'm really excited for it. The movie we watched this weekend, I'm not sure it's gonna qualify in a lot of awards, but it certainly will get awards in this podcast.
You know what? I didn't think it was that bad. And as I was doing my research. Thank you. As I was doing my research for this podcast, I was like, okay, like, it's not horrible. But anyway, the movie that we are reviewing this week is The Housemaid. And The Housemaid is a wildly entertaining thriller starring Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried. How do you say her last name?
I say Seyfried, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I could be wrong with that.
And it's based on the book.
Say whatever you want to say.
Thank you. And it's based on a best-selling book. But as far as the plot, so trying to escape from her past, Millie, who's played by Sydney Sweeney, accepts a job as a live-in housemaid for the wealthy Nina, which is played by Amanda, and Andrew Winchester, which is played by Brendan Sklenar. But what begins as a dream job quickly unravels into something far more dangerous, a sexy, seductive game of secrets, scandal, and power. Behind the Winchesters' closed doors lies a world of shocking twists that will leave you guessing until the very end. Shout out to Rotten Tomatoes for that synopsis. And speaking of Rotten Tomatoes, didn't perform too bad. Got a 73% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 92% on the popcorn meter. So, Catherine, before we get started, I know that you are a scholar. Did you read the book?
Yes. The Housemaid, commonly known as an academic book. So I had not, I have not read this book. However, one of Amanda's friends, also my friend, is a really big fan of Frida McFadden and had recommended this book quite a bit. And I know a lot of people like a lot of Frida McFadden books. Which, fun fact, did you know that maybe we talked about this, but did you know that the author, is also like a neurosurgeon in Boston? Like, writing books is like her side gig. Yeah.
I did not know this.
Isn't that crazy? Because I don't know if Frida McFadden's like actually her name. But she's been very successful in this past few years, and I was like, and she just happens to be a surgeon, so that's crazy. A little fun fact for you, Jocelyn. Yeah.
Well, thank you. We love fun
welcome.
facts.
I know. I'm not trying to come for your role in this year, but so I have never read it, but I know that a lot of other people have. And yeah, what about you? Have you read the book?
I have not read the book. My mother has read the book, and yeah, and she has the book at home, and she offered for me to read it, but I still have not read the book. But no, I actually wasn't too familiar with Miss Frida or Dr. Frida. But anyway, so I went in blind, and I actually really liked it. When I asked my mother if she wanted to see the movie, she was like, yes. I feel like she knew secretly that I was in for a treat, but I really liked it. Yeah, I did really like it. So yeah. How are you fans of Sydney Sweeney, Brandon Sklenar, or Amanda Seyfried?
Amanda, I'm a long-term Amanda Seyfried. I'm a long-term fan of hers. She's been in a lot of stuff, you know. She's really talented. Mamma Mia, Les Mis.
I still think she could have did a good Glinda.
I know you do.
I do. Nothing against Ariana. Like Ariana did a good job.
Yeah.
She would have given us a treat.
She would have been really good. She's been. She was in Jennifer's Body. She was in Mean Girls. Like she's been famous for a long time. And
wait, who was she in Mean Girls?
She's like the dumb friend, you know.
She's good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. If you look at her, she has a lot of really famous movies, and she was
different.
in
Mamma Mia.
And she was in Les Mis, which I know you haven't seen, but she is really good in that too. She's just different in that one. I know, that's what I'm saying.
Before I went to go see Mean Girls. No, before I was hosting my Mean Girls party, and the mom, she has a podcast.
Amy Poehler.
Yes. She was like, yeah, when I was in Mean Girls. And I was like, who was she in Mean Girls? And then I totally forgot that she was the mom. Yeah. And I was like, wow, she was really good.
A lot of them look different in that movie too. But yeah, no, big fan of hers. I think she's also the best one in this movie. Like I thought she kind of carried a lot of the acting. The husband... The husband, Brandon Sklenar, you know, I have seen him in some stuff and I like him as well. He has enormous biceps, and that was what I thought a lot of times when he was in the scene where I was like, his biceps are quite large. But I thought he did a really good job too. And then Sydney Sweeney, I have liked in some stuff. Like sometimes I see stuff and I think she's really good in it, and then sometimes I'm like, did you clock on to work today? Like, what is happening? Yeah. And that was how I felt in most of this movie, where I saw this review on Letterboxd that was like, do we even know if Sydney Sweeney likes acting? And that's kind of how I felt about it sometimes. Like sometimes she just gives you like the Sydney Sweeney stare, and it's like a very specific look, and I'm like, that's Sydney Sweeney. So sometimes I think she can be really good, and I liked her in parts. But it's almost like Harry Styles in that one movie with Florence Pugh.
Don't worry,
darling. Where like I'm like, he wasn't even that bad, but like when you compare him to Florence Pugh, like, and that's kind of how I felt about Sydney Sweeney in this one, where I was like, Sydney Sweeney sometimes on her own, like she was cool, she was fine, but then when you see her against like an Amanda Seyfried, I was like, she's just, you know.
Yeah.
So, what about you?
I like Amanda Seyfried a lot. Well, yeah, I like her. I'm a fan. I feel like she really puts in the work, you know. I do like Brandon Sklenar as well. Like him, I like his voice.
You know? He does have a good voice.
Yeah. And speaking of biceps, I did weights today. Oh, and then I went to go take a shower, and I was like trying to.
Oh, you want to flex on us, or can we see?
No, I'm not Brandon Sklenar. But anyway, you said biceps, and I was like, oh. Yeah, I did biceps.
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney, kind of like you know. Yeah. I really like the movie Anyone But You with her and Glenn Powell. Big fan of that movie. But yeah. Yeah. That's
I just feel like she didn't like commit to the movie. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, Amanda Seyfried and Brandon were like, I felt pretty like when they needed to be crazy, they were pretty crazy and they were doing a really good job. And then I just felt like Sydney Sweeney was like kind of doing the same thing the whole movie.
Yeah. I would say her and Amanda were executive producers of the movie. And for Anyone But You, I think she was like a producer of the movie. So maybe she's like doing more of like the producing kind of route.
Yeah.
The business route. I remember for press for Anyone But You, Glenn Powell did compliment her and how she's like very business minded and stuff. So, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe
she's certainly business minded in the 12 commercials she's in every month. So.
Moving along. The question before we get into our movie, before we get into discussing the movie, would you ever become a housemaid? A live-in housemaid?
They lost me at live-in. I mean, I would never say I like cleaning. There's not a lot of jobs that I like would never do. But live-in sounds miserable. That sounds like how do you? Clearly, you don't have boundaries. And like I found the way that they told her what her tasks were going to be really vague. Like she was just like, you're going to do some cleaning and some cooking and occasional. Like I'd be like, I need you to give me like, you know, more stuff than that. But yeah, I mean, maybe not as like a career, but like if I needed money and someone offered me a housemaid job, yeah. But live-in, no. What about you?
The live-in part's what gets me as well. I think because it's like, you know, sometimes ignorance really is bliss, and I don't need to hear any arguments, you know.
And it's not like she lived in like, you know, a separate area or like a basement or a guest house. Like she was like in the house. So
yeah. So probably not. But I mean, I don't know.
Flip question: Would you have a housemaid?
Probably not. No. Yeah. No.
Yeah. I wouldn't want someone living in my home.
Yeah. So. But and then also I kind of like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, if I can't keep up with the cleaning and stuff, like what am I doing?
Yeah, and I mean like I wouldn't be opposed to like, oh, we have a cleaning crew come like every couple of months to do like a deep clean or like I don't know, like if you have kids and something like that. But like having someone there all the time. Also, their house was just it just didn't need anybody. Like it was like they had one kid, no pets, and she didn't have a job. So
yeah, they did have a gardener.
It was which is like
but okay, but getting into the movie, overall thoughts
spoilers.
on the movie. How did you like the movie?
I thought it was really fun. It was like what I expected. Like I had a really good time. I thought it was really, really fun. Some of the plot twists I saw, some of them I did not, which is what I prefer in like a thriller. Like I feel like if you can guess everything, it's not fun. But I also feel like if you get to the end and you're like, I didn't see any of that coming, like that's also not very fun. So yeah, I thought it was fun. I thought it was a good time. I don't think it was like, you know, a great piece of literature or anything, but it was.
She is a neurosurgeon, Catherine. I mean,
it did make me want to read the book though. Like I was like, I would pick up this book and read it. So
oh really?
It was really fun.
Good, nice. I really liked it too. It was a good. Like I didn't see a lot of it coming, to be honest, and I was like, so. It was good. I liked it. I was gonna ask you something.
Well, okay. So what I predicted from the beginning was that I think whenever you're watching a horror or a thriller and the movie is like telling you that one person is super crazy and one person is good and sane, like when they're like, he's the perfect husband and she's the crazy wife and she does everything wrong and he does everything perfect. Like I was like, that's just not true. Like I think when they're setting up a character to be crazy, then like a lot of times there's like something there. So I suspected that he was not good. And that she was not fully crazy, but, and again, spoilers, I did not suspect that she had like I guess like hired her on purpose, or like how crazy he was. Like I didn't see some of that stuff coming. So yeah, those plot twists I thought they were like, I thought it was like, okay, yeah, he's gonna turn out to have some secrets and stuff and be bad, but I didn't think it was gonna be like to the extent, or like when they cut to her like laughing in the car, I was like, oh, okay, like, yeah, like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, I didn't expect it, maybe because when I went to go see it with my actually my family, and specifically my mom, who read the book, and she pointed out to me that one part, like when after she just had like a meltdown in the kitchen, and he was like, it's gonna be okay, and he was like, go fix your roots, like it's gonna be okay, and she was like, did you hear that? Did you hear what she said? And I was like, I still was kind of like, I didn't think he was that crazy or gonna be that bad. Yeah, maybe because, and this was like a fun fact, but like this is like in the Colleen Hoover book movie, what was it called?
Oh,
I forgot.
We saw this movie together. Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't. Well, no, we didn't. one was Drop, but he was the good guy in Drop. Yes. And then in the Colleen Hoover book,
the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni.
Yes, he was also the good guy in that movie. So I was like, I feel like he only plays the good guys. So, but he was not the good guy.
Yeah, that was good casting.
But yeah, so my mom did point out that one little point. She was like, did you hear that? So, but yeah, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that big of a twist. I really liked how in the end, which I feel like Amanda is a good actor for pulling this off. She was like, like I planned this all along. Like, yeah, this is my way out. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think they did a really good job of being like her actions were explainable, of like, oh, she is jealous, or oh, she is like kind of crazy, and she is like, because it did seem like she was setting Sydney Sweeney up, but I thought she was just setting her up to get fired. Like I didn't clue in that she was setting her up to like take her place and stuff. But even though in the beginning I was like, why did she hire this woman? Like, did she not do a background check? Like it was like, yeah, that's pretty crazy.
She's like, no, I have a plan. But yeah, I know we kind of text about this, but would you, if you, let's say you did have a housemaid, would you have her have a dress code?
You know, I would not have her have a dress code. However, I would hope that she would not walk around at her job in crop tops regularly. And specifically, like, push-up bra, like, low cut.
It wasn't even that for me. I think I was just expecting, like, I don't know, maybe something more Martha Stewart, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, my thing was, like, she also was supposed to be taking care of this kid. And, like, and when I've had jobs where I've watched kids, like, you dress very, like, modestly and appropriately because, like, you are around children and stuff. So I was kind of like, why are you picking up? I mean, the girl wasn't that young, but I was like, why are you picking up this kid in these outfits? And I mean, like, she didn't have money and stuff. But I was like, Sydney Sweeney, like, we gotta, we gotta cover up a little more.
Yeah. But I thought that was kind of interesting. But not really related. I thought it was kind of cool. One fun fact. So in October of 2024, Sydney Sweeney and Amanda, they joined the projects as lead actresses and executive producers. And basically, they started filming in January 3rd of 2025. And then the movie wrapped in March. So I don't know. I'm always like interested to see like when did they film, when did they wrap, and like when did the movie come out? And the movie came out in December, so I guess it takes.
That's beautiful, honestly.
So yeah, I feel like it could take. When was Knives Out? When did that movie come out? It came out in December or November-ish.
November, yeah.
And then they filmed it in 2025 as well. So
yeah, that's what we need, because I'm tired of seeing movies like get started and then they're not coming out. There's a movie recently they were like, it's not dropping till 2020. Oh, the next Hunger Games. And I was like, we've been hearing about this one for like 3 years and it's not coming out till they dropped the trailer and everything, but it's not dropping until this next November.
Like November 2026. Yeah, well, I feel like that's how like the
next November coming up. Yeah, but
Wicked was like that.
Yeah, Wicked came out right out like one after another though, so that was pretty nice.
Yeah, a whole year later.
This movie also did get, a little bit graphic there towards the end, which I was surprised by. The tooth scene I didn't look at. That one really, I was like, I don't want to watch a Saw movie. I don't need to see him rip his tooth out.
Yeah.
I also had some questions about how she was expected to Sydney Sweeney's character. So the husband is crazy in the end. And he, whenever his wives do anything that he doesn't like, he like locks them in the upstairs attic and makes them do something in order to like earn their way, like their freedom. And with Sydney Sweeney's character, he like tells her to take like part of a broken plate, a plate that she broke, and make 21 long and deep cuts into her body. And I was like, how can you survive that? Like, that's a lot of cuts all at once. So yeah, I was a little bit like, I was like, is that the same in the book? Because that just seems like a weird like punishment,
Yeah. It does seem weird. But also, my mom was telling me in the book that Sydney Sweeney had him take out multiple teeth, not just one.
Yeah, she should. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was interesting for sure.
Yeah, because so the just to explain it a little bit, the big plot twist is that Amanda Seyfried was basically setting it up so everybody would think that she was crazy and Sydney Sweeney was going to take her place so that she could escape the marriage because she knew that he would never let her leave alive. And so then Sydney Sweeney, halfway through the movie, discovers that he's crazy, and then they go on a...
well, you kind of forgot a big plot. Sydney Sweeney and the husband, Brandon Sklenar, they have a little affair.
Yeah, they have an affair.
And he kicks Amanda safe. Yeah, he kicks her out.
But she like orchestrates that a lot. Like she purposely picks a young housemaid, like a young, like blonde, attractive housemaid, and then is like, "Oh, I'm going away for the weekend. Like, you guys shouldn't go to New York for the weekend and get a hotel together and spend it together."
Well, she was like, "I want you to buy tickets and then do this hotel," and she was like, "Wait, no, I didn't tell you to do that." Now that I think about it, she was like, "Oh, like she knew it." She was like, "This is my fault."
Yeah, and she was like, "And bring some cute pajamas while you're headed that way." Like,
no, she did. She gave her some clothes. She was like, "I don't want these clothes anymore. Like, here you go. Like, try them on. Like, have them." Yeah.
I was like Sydney Sweeney's character. I was like, we got to start picking up some stuff because she accepted the clothes. At this point, we already know Amanda's character is kind of crazy. She accepts the clothes, starts wearing them. She also agrees to like drive her van to the grocery store. Like I was like, I know that she's your boss and you're trying to keep this job no matter what, but I was a little bit like, we should be able to tell she's trying to set you up with some stuff. Like I don't know.
Wait, and we forgot, why is she trying to keep this job?
Oh, because she just got out of prison
for
murder.
Oh, dun, dun, dun.
That scene was a little crazy too because so you don't know why she went to jail, and then it later comes out that she went to jail for murder. And the murder that she committed was she sees her college roommate getting assaulted and knocks the guy off of him, but then like brutally murders him. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm all for, defending your roommate and making sure he's not doing anything more and all of that. But I was like, she did, hit him aggressively on the head with like a snow globe or something.
Yeah, and Amanda was like, "This is the girl. Let's hire her." Yeah, she was like, she will not take any stuff from him. So, what was her last name?
Winchester. Yeah, I liked the last name.
Me too. I do like the last name. It's a very
I could see you
money.
marrying somebody, with a Winchester last name, Jocelyn Winchester.
Ooh. Or like a Duke, maybe.
Oh, okay.
You like what I did there, didn't you? But one thing and the difference between the novel and the book, this is a little fun fact according to my research. I obviously did not read the book, but I know we didn't see much of Enzo, the gardener, but apparently him and Nina, Amanda Seyfried, were actually more intimate in the book. And he actually ends up marrying Millie in the epilogue. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
So, yeah. Well, no, okay. So they end up dating in the epilogue.
Okay.
And then they marry in later books, which I didn't know that there were more books to this.
Interesting. I did not care about his character in the movie, to be honest.
Yeah.
He just didn't talk enough. Like, there was not a lot of scenes. He was just kind of, like, glaring from outside. But that makes sense yeah.
He was like, you got to get out of here.
But that makes sense that because it felt like the movie was hinting that him and Nina were having an affair, like something was going on.
Did you get that though?
At first I thought maybe where I was like, oh, she's sleeping with him, but then it didn't seem like they made it. Like later, it didn't seem like it. Like when they were having conversations, like it just seemed like he was trying to help them get out of a bad situation. So, like at first when I was theorizing about everything, I was like, oh, I wonder if she's having an affair with so and so.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I think about the scene where he was like looking inside the house and he like scared Sydney Sweeney. I couldn't put my finger on him. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they never did anything with him. He had like 3 lines of dialogue.
And he's a pretty known actor too. But anyway.
Yeah.
But
both women make it out of the movie. And a stunning lack of police work done. Because basically Nina, the wife, is gonna leave, escape with her daughter, and just abandon Millie to this guy because she's like, Millie's gonna take care of him, it's fine. And the daughter's like, no, we should rescue Millie. So she goes back and they kind of like team up, and the husband ends up dying. And a scene that I thought was pretty good. Like I thought they brought back the stairs and everything, but
yeah, I was like, you just said dying. I mean, they handle business.
Yeah, they did kill him.
It's not of natural causes.
He fell down the stairs changing a light bulb, obviously.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. That part, now that it's kind of funny, where like he's clearly like stabbed in the neck and everything, and then she's like, she drops the light bulb.
Yeah,
changing a light bulb.
As if like the upstairs attic is not wrecked, like there's not blood all over it or plates everywhere. But I did like the part where basically the police officer, it's a female police officer, is interviewing Nina, the wife, and is like, oh, my sister used to be engaged to this guy, and he like basically really terrorized her. So she's just kind of like, I'm not going to investigate further. So I did like that. I thought that was like a fun little connection.
Yeah, overall. And the mom, thoughts on the mom?
She was cool. She was scary. She was fine.
Oh, it's like she was cool.
Like the actress was good. I thought like she did good in the part. Yeah. The mom was definitely scary. I didn't like from the minute she was like, "This is my China that we've had in generations," and blah blah blah. I was like, I don't like her. She's not cool. She
also made that comment. She was like, "Is that how you let your housemaid dress?"
Yeah.
And at that point, I was like, I'm glad somebody addressed that.
But But she was also like, you need to be wearing a tie, and like you need to be wearing that, and I was like, you need to relax, like.
Yeah, she was like, what? Something is a privilege.
Yeah, everything was a privilege. Juice is a privilege. Smiling is a privilege. Beauty is a privilege. Actions have consequences, which they did for the husband in the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then it ends on a fun little like basically Millie, Sydney Sweeney's character, gets referred to another lady to be a housemaid, she thinks, and then when she's having the discussion with the lady, she realizes she's being abused by her husband. So it seems like she's been set up for a life of like, I don't know what you would call it, murder, I guess.
I was gonna say she could be like the equalizer, the housemaid equalizer.
Yeah.
But
Like what do you call it whenever it's like a superhero, but it's like there's another like a vigilante, you know, where like they're doing good things but technically like illegal things, you know. Like she's gonna go around and just start killing all these abusive husbands, which is like, you know what? I support it. I'm not gonna hate it.
she's just teaching them a lesson. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Any favorite characters of the movie? Were the suburban housewives?
Did not like them. They were quite annoying. No, I think Amanda's character, I think Nina was my favorite. I thought her plot twist was really good. I thought she played her really well. Yeah, I thought she was good. And then my least favorite character, honestly, might have been the gardener, just because I was like, I feel like they could have done a lot more with him, and I just didn't really care about him at the end of all of it. So, yeah. What about you?
I would say my favorite probably was Amanda. She really did do a good job. Least favorite, I don't want to say the daughter, but it was hard for me to read the daughter.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what are we doing? Who are you?
Yeah. No, I agree, because throughout the movie they're like, oh, it seems like she likes the dad, but then at the end they indicate that she knows that he's not good, because she's like, no, we need to get Sydney Sweeney's character out of there. And I'm like,
yeah,
have we been showing any signs of this? Or
and then what's the whole thing with the dollhouse? Like,
it was creepy is what it was.
So yeah, I wouldn't say personally I'm not against her. I'm just more against how her character was displayed. Yeah. So
well put.
But although it is a new year, we have decided that we're going to keep the same list going. Where would you rank this movie, Catherine? It's okay if you want to put it at number one.
This is a tough one for me. Because I did have fun with. Okay, on Letterboxd I gave it a 3.5, which I think was really good. Ooh. Like I had a really good. But 4 is like I think it's a really well made movie, and I maybe didn't think that. But I had a lot of fun with it. Like I would watch it again with somebody. I'm stuck between whether I want to rank it above or below Wicked for Good. Like whether I want to put it in the 7th or 8th spot. And I think maybe I want to go Because I Know You. And maybe I want to go 8th. I'm going to put it below Wicked for Good for now.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. And then now it's I'm making a lot of noise over here. Okay. Now it's my turn. I put Wicked up there.
It's just like at the end of the day, this is like a Lifetime movie on steroids, and I love that. I love that kind of movie, but it's hard for me to. But I'm gonna put it below Nope, but above Predator Badlands, just because it really did keep me on my toes. So I'm putting it number 6. Yeah.
I didn't know what was gonna happen.
It was also a very fun movie to go to the theaters. Like I thought it was a good like go to the theaters with family or friends and watch it.
Yeah. I'm actually as I've been going to the movies more, I'm actually like very pro. Like let's release these movies in movie theaters. Yeah.
Well, and that was the interesting thing about Netflix, because Netflix is very pro, they're taking over the whole movie industry. But then they dropped the Stranger Things finale in theaters, and I was like, so you see the point and the, like the reason for dropping things in theaters. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe
Also,
they're
like,
trying to figure it out.
yeah, hopefully. My big thing is like, let's keep movies in theaters longer than a week or two, because
Yeah.
sometimes it's really hard to see it, like if you're busy that week, and then it's like I feel like I go and look for it, which is actually I think what happened with Sorry Baby, was I like was looking for it, and then it was not in theaters for very long. So
yeah, I was going to see Ella McKay, but
I want to see that one
theaters. Too. Yeah, it's on theaters anyway.
Yeah.
So sorry, Ella.
Tough stuff. What'd you give this on Letterboxd?
I gave it a 4. Yeah. 4 stars. I wonder what's like my average rating on Letterboxd. I feel like you can see that.
Yeah, you can see it. If you go on there, it'll show you on like your main page whatever's the highest. My average is a 4, which makes sense.
Really?
Yeah, and then a 3.5.
Don't get that many 4s out.
Maybe we don't watch a lot of 4s on this podcast.
Wait, so you could see your...
You go to like your profile. Do you see where it says more activity? And there's like a bar graph. If you click on the highest bar on that graph, that'll show you what stars that is, and that's the your highest.
Oh, okay. I think it's like a 3, 4.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not working for me right now. We're having technical difficulties.
I do think that my average rating from this past year has been like a 3 or a 3.5. Because there's been like a lot of movies that I've really enjoyed, but I haven't thought were like super great. Or maybe really well made movies that I just didn't love. So.
Okay. All right. Oh wait, have you seen this? Like if you go to stats and you can see Jocelyn's 2025 in film.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm a pro Letterboxd member. Like I pay the $19 a year. So.
My most watched week was April 7th through 13th, where I watched 3 films.
Oh wow.
Most watched.
You want to know my embarrassing fact from my 2025 like summary?
Yeah.
Is that my most watched actor was Jeff Goldblum, because I watched all of the Jurassic Park movies and I watched Wicked. So that was kind of embarrassing for me.
Mine is Benicio del Toro from The Venetian Scheme and...
Oh yeah, One Battle After Another. Wow, that's a good one.
Maybe because I saw him twice.
What day of the week did you watch the most movies? Do you see that?
Sunday.
Mine's
Friday. Right?
Take it up with Letterboxd AI.
It's saying that I logged 17 movies.
I don't think you log movies correctly in Letterboxd.
Really?
Because like I think you just go on there and mark that you've watched them instead of like adding your activity.
Wait, what do you mean adding my activity?
So if you go to if you open Letterboxd, this is a fun part for our listeners, and you click on the bottom where there's like a plus sign.
Yeah.
That's where you add that you've seen something.
Yeah.
Because if I go look at yours right now, let's see, Jocelyn, the last movie that you logged on here, like your activity,
it's like a Hallmark
was
movie.
Tidings for the Season, yeah.
Which is not right. When I've added to a list, though, but I rate them.
Yeah, but you have to it's like you have to log it in your diary, like your activity, for it to register the date that you watched it.
Too much. I think I just searched them. Hold on. Oh, I search. I don't do the plus. I search.
Yeah. No, I did notice that a while ago, because I was like, has Jocelyn watched the movie yet? And then you'd been like, oh yeah, I saw it this weekend, and I was like, oh. What do we? I follow 5 people. I actually have a funny Letterboxd story to tell you after this. But I don't follow that many people on Letterboxd. So, what do we want to watch next time?
I know I talked about how Marty Supreme was 2 hours and 30 minutes, but I fear we may need to watch it if he won the award.
Yeah, I would be down for that.
Okay.
Let's watch Marty Supreme. And then where can everyone find us and listen to us?
Well, do not find me on Letterboxd right now because my account is under construction. Because apparently I'm not logging my movies right. I will get it together. Follow us on TikTok at A-listers_pod. We're kind of funny on there, I think. And then you can also email us at moviesandgap@gmail.com. We would love to receive an email from you guys. And also feel free to review and comment and subscribe. Yeah, we would love to be more interactive in this new year. But yeah. And that's our pod. Thank you guys so much for listening. La 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 la. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, great rest of your night, great rest of your evening, great rest of your morning. Whenever you're listening to this.
Whoa. Yeah. Great rest of your year, 2026.
Great rest of your year, great rest of the century. Great rest of the decade.
Wow, we're getting really... To everyone up there who still has their Christmas decorations up, I see you, I love you, and I appreciate you.
All right.
All right. Bye.